What do you see in the stats for this matchup?
Well, I think we're going to see Hamam loosen her play up. I think both these players are going to have to loosen their play because obviously it's heads-up poker. Lofthouse is going to have to be a little more aggressive towards Hamam versus like she was against Jen because Hamam's not as aggressive player.
Now, Hamam has reached this stage of the tournament before. She got head up in the heat last year. Could not get through to the final table. She wants to go one better, and for Mel, it's a big opportunity in her poker career. She's made final tables before, but I don't think she's made a televised final.
This is a marginal hand. She could play this a number of ways. She could limp. She could open raise. There's a lot of ways for her to play this hand.
Raise to 57,000 total.
Wow. So she actually made this kind of a tough decision for Mel Lofthouse.
All in.
Well, I guess not too tough.
Tough decision, no decision, says Mel, and right back at you, says Hamam. And you know, I'm not sure who's happier about this. Now the pot's 240,000, but Hamam's all in.
One time, please.
She said one time, please. I can't tell you how many times I've asked for that.
This is about as close to 50-50 as you'll find. Some people would rather have the 10-jack suited.
It sure is pretty.
Some people would rather see what the flop brings.
Wait a second. I like that ace-deuce an awful lot.
Oh, the ace-deuce is pretty.
Yeah, big favorite here right now. Mom needs runner clubs or a jack or a 10. And a 10 on the turn. Wow. Mom jets into the lead. Now Lofthouse needs an ace.
Oh, she blows. Little old 10.
Yes, baby. Thank you.
Game on?
No.
Game on. Well, we knew that it was going to come down to this. Mom's playing a snugger variety of game heads up, and she's going to have to win these key hands like this. In the meantime, Lofthouse is going to continue probably pecking at her.
105,000.
And even though Mel still has the chip lead, Hamam feeling like she's in this with more than half a chance.
Well, she's definitely carved her out her own piece of pie.
That double up just in the nick of time for Hamam, as after this hand, I believe the blinds will be going up yet again.
Let's get it up out of the mud, I think I heard.
Hard. Let's play hard.
50,000 total. All in.
And
Oh
a
my
quick all in and a
goodness
quicker
gracious.
call and a
Whoa.
massive pot.
And Hamam with the monster advantage here.
Now, did Mel call too quick, or is this just one of those situations?
I would have taken a little more time to think about it with 2 5s, absolutely.
And if the 5 doesn't pop, and it hasn't popped yet, all of a sudden, Mel's going to be down to 120,000. Hamam's going to have the bulk of them.
Yeah, Lofthouse definitely should have thought a little bit longer before she called.
It's not that it was a bad call. It was so quick. I haven't seen Mel make such, you know, all of a sudden these last 2 hands, bop, bop.
Yeah.
You think she saw the post, the
Looks
winning
like a
line,
five.
and has just
Wow,
tried to get
she
over it
was.
too soon?
Yeah, I think she got a little over anxious right there. And that happens sometimes in heads-up poker, I think, more than in a ring game or more than in a six-handed. When it gets down heads-up, I think sometimes people make a hasty decision, and it was a very costly, very expensive lesson for Lofthouse.
I don't know, Robert. I feel like this big disparity, the 4-to-1 chip lead for Hamam, we actually haven't seen her be ultra-aggressive tonight. She might be ready to start to put the hammer down.
As she should, with the blinds up to 10 and 20,000.
Oh, hello.
I mean, Lofthouse only has 6 big blinds.
I mean, in the old story of the tortoise and the hare running that race, hasn't Hamam just showed to a T that
This is how the turtle wins races.
yeah, this is how the turtle wins the race.
And a big re-raise from Hamam with 2 9s.
I think
Can't
this is an
say that I
opening.
blame her.
This is an opening raise, isn't it?
Yes, it was. This is a hand.
All in.
What?
And a call.
In Lofthouse pushes the 6-8 suited, thinking that she had 2 live undercards, 60-40. I don't like that, because now she's
Don't
nothing
do it.
close to 60-40.
You know,
Don't
and
do
look,
it.
Hamam, she gave up a 60-40 shot to get it all in when she's a massive favorite.
Yeah, she looks like
81% here.
she looks like she's a little smarter than me right now. I have to admit, you know, getting your money in 4-1 versus 60-40. I'll take the 4-1 myself. You're
How
right.
has she done it? How did this pot happen?
Well, maybe she just thought that Lofthouse would get her money in bad eventually. If that's the case, wow, now it's going to take runner,
This is
runner.
a nice flop.
This game could be over with right here on the turn.
Running threes would be the split pot. It's not going to happen.
And that's it.
Hamam's going to the final table.
She sure is.
Second in the heat last year, one better in the Women's World Open too. And what do you think? I mean, what's your summation of the way she played today, Hamam?
Well, I mean, overall, I thought she played extremely well. And I thought from the beginning, I'd predicted we'd see a Hamam victory here today.
You did.
But she did play a little too tight when it got heads up and three-handed, but it worked out for her. Congratulations, Hamam.
That last pot, Robert, I mean, Hamam made what was a very big raise from the button, and Mel just shoved.
And she had no fold equity whatsoever by Lofthouse. I think she just got impatient.
As it was, Hamam had a big hand, the pair that overcarded both Mel's cards, and 9s and 3s held.
I love playing ladies tournaments, but I prefer to play with them. It's just, I think I can read men a little bit easier than they can read females. But it's a good tournament, very good tournament.
I hope I will give my best in the final table, and I hope I will win.
Join us when the final plays out, and one of these 6 ladies will take the lion's share of a $100,000 prize pool.
It's a pile of pants. Angry aces and angry aces.
Don't do it.